Hollywood prostitute Divine Brown has written a book describing in lurid detail exactly what she did with Hugh Grant. The book sells for $25, but for $35, she'll show you. At the White House this week, President Clinton officially came out against same-sex marriages. What's more, the president said he is not too crazy about opposite-sex marriages either. A new FBI study shows that for the first time, Americans are more likely to be killed by a stranger than a loved one or acquaintance. Their advice? Introduce yourself to as many people as possible. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released an updated list of unsafe baby products. Topping the list this year is the really, 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 really high chair. Well, Dr. Jack Kevorkian was responsible for another death this week, this time a 58-year-old woman. She is the 26th of Kevorkian's patients to die since 1990. When are people going to realize he is not a good doctor? Do not go to this man. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes. A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. Yeah, the ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. The results are in for 1995, and once again, Microsoft CEO Bill Gates is the richest man in America. Gates says that he is grateful for his huge financial success, but it still makes him sad when he looks around and sees other people who have any money whatsoever. In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, "Hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat." And in music news, #1 on the college charts this summer was Better Than Ezra. And at #2, Ezra. According to a controversial new biography, Elizabeth Taylor likes her lovemaking loud, rough, and frequent. Coincidentally, that's also how she likes to eat. Well, it's official. There you go. Michael Jordan is leaving baseball to return to basketball. It is unclear whether the media will now refer to him by his old basketball nickname, Air Jordan, or his more recent baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. In Walnut Creek, California, anyone who turns in his gun can get free therapy. And anyone who doesn't turn in his gun can get free anything. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. At Virginia Commonwealth University, a professor is being sued following revelations that he spanked one of his students. It was the student's parents who first became suspicious when they asked, "What kind of marks are you getting?" And she replied, "Big red ones on my ass." So... Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry. That should read, Yippee Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. Just, I didn't read it right. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses. It was revealed this week that mass murderer Richard Speck, while serving a life term in prison, was videotaped with hormone-induced breasts, snorting cocaine, and having sex with a man. The film was apparently made with prison video equipment and a $300,000 grant from the National Endowment for the Arts. Dr. James Watts, a neurosurgeon who performed the first frontal lobotomy, died this week in Washington. If you recall, a lobotomy involves drilling holes in the skull and then inserting and rotating a knife to destroy brain cells. What a genius. He'll be missed.
Try and crack your code every day. Thinking about every word that we say.
World have ordered their ride, the Extra Terror Estrial, to be shut down until it can be made scarier. When the attraction reopens in 2 weeks, it will be exactly the same, but missing 6 bolts. Last week, during his latest trial on charges of assisted suicide, Dr. Jack Kevorkian startled a Michigan courtroom when he stood up and shouted, "This is a lynching." Everyone turned to look, and sure enough, he just lynched some old guy. Garry Kasparov tied Deep Blue, the IBM supercomputer that can examine 200 million positions per second, in the 4th game of their 6-game series. Earlier in the week, Kasparov admitted he made a catastrophic blunder in Game 2 when he failed to force a draw by moving rook to E8. With all due respect to Mr. Kasparov, what the hell were you thinking? A Frenchman who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise, just like a snake. In North Dakota this week, a hunter narrowly escaped death when a pocket knife in his breast pocket deflected a bullet shot by another hunter. Man, you know we have too many weapons in this country when people are getting shot in the knife. And that's it. See you next week, folks.
I don't know how everyone else felt here, but Norm was sick for quite a while, and he got sicker, and I didn't know, and I talked to so many people who I was sure knew. I thought maybe I'm the only one that doesn't know, and so many people, he didn't want anybody to know.
I didn't know.
I remembered when he went, everybody in the community we all thought we were the only one that didn't know, and we were so upset that we didn't get a chance to tell him what he meant to us. And then I very quickly realized he would not have tolerated that. He didn't want it. He didn't want any of us to tell him.
He'd get gross.
He'd get very unhappy.
Treat him different or laugh at his jokes.
I'm sick of these kind of characters. I think we should kill Hitler. Me and you, go suicide, kill him.
Right. It was like, he died 50 years ago, probably.
Did he? I didn't even know he was sick.
Did want to bring up Norm MacDonald first, if you don't mind, and your thoughts on somebody who I'm sure you've known for quite some time.
Well, I didn't know he was sick at all. It's sad.
And one of the guys who loved him and always had him on the show, is a huge fan, is Jay Leno. And Jay's with us. Jay, how are you, sir?
Good. I mean...
Horrible. I didn't even know he was sick. Were you aware
it's so
of that?
sudden.
No, I didn't know he was sick. You know, he kept it all inside.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was a private person.
And I had a really tough reaction to this one. I didn't have no idea he was even sick.
This guy is my favorite stand-up, and I was shocked. I didn't know he was even sick.
For obvious reasons, we lost Norm MacDonald this week, which was just, I had no idea that he was even sick.
Did you know he was sick?
No.
Absolutely stunned. Had no idea that Norm had not only been very ill, but been very ill for a very long time. None of us had any idea.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Joke after his death, it'd be something along the lines of, I was relieved to find out that I died of cancer and not that O.J. Simpson killed me.
Yep.
I think it would be kind of like the epitome of an afterlife joke from Norm there.
F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. If you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, hey, you're O.J. Simpson.
Our guest tonight, the always controversial and hysterically funny Andy Dick. And we will be talking to Andy momentarily, but first, my opening remarks with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egget. Where's Adam Egget? Well, this is odd, folks, and I must say bewildering to me. When I usually look 2 degrees to my right, who do I see but my trusty sidekick, Adam Egget? Well, tonight, no such luck. Wouldn't you know it, huh? Well, this was bound to happen sooner or later. Well, I'm sure he'll be here any second now. It's live. I know what I'll do, what I always do. When I'm in trouble, I read the newspaper. Maybe we'll find out something interesting. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll read the obituaries. At my age, I'm always refreshing to find out that I'm not in them. It's a joke Milton Berle used to do. So, as usual, the Bard of Avon, William Shakespeare, summed it up best when he wrote, "Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and is heard no more." Well, let us hear, then, from some of this month's most notably deceased strutters and fretters. See who we got here. Margaret Thatcher, yes, the Iron Lady. She passed over a month ago, but here she is, still in the New York Times obituaries. But I think if you were to open that coffin, you'd find out pretty quickly that she was not made of iron. I don't know if you've ever dug up a month-old corpse, but I haven't. I needed the money. I couldn't sell my blood at the time, or ever, because I have Hep C. But, I didn't have the money, and I wasn't like some people I know who used to jerk off punks for $10 a man. God damn it didn't work. I miss Adam Egget. Where the hell is the... He wouldn't be with Andy Dick, would he? Wait a minute here. Adam Egget is a dirty, filthy alcoholic. And Andy Dick is clean and sober. Where is my trusty sidekick, Adam Egget? Have you seen him?
The last I saw him, he was in the bathroom with Andy Dick.
In the bathroom with Andy Dick! In the bathroom with Andy Dick! That's the worst possible news. Come on. Jeez. When you ask where a person is, the last thing you want to hear is he's in the bathroom with Andy Dick. Let's find out. Hey guys, listen, I know what's going on in there. You're sucking each other's hot cocks and you're doing cocaine.
Norm!
Yes, Norm, let me in.
Let's go.
Andy, why are you naked?
Yeah, Andy, why are you naked?
I think the more important question is, why are you guys not naked?
Well, wait a minute, that's a least important question. That's not an important question at all.
I would agree.
Okay, listen, we gotta start the show. We gotta get out of here, come on.
Wait, paint this real quick. Paint this.
What? We got no time for that. Come on, Adam.
He likes it.
Adam! Norm, come on!
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you.
The last movie Chris Farley ever did was Dirty Work. So I'm in the movie with him. And right after Dirty Work, right before he passed away, he hosted Saturday Night Live. So Norm was still doing Weekend Update. So Norm called me up and said, listen, Farley's out of control with coke. Come to the party after the show because you got to help me watch him. Like, that's how bad he was. I was watching him.
You had to help watch.
I had to help watch him, okay? So this is how fast Norm is, though. This is a testament to Norm's wit. So I'm at the party, and Norm is talking to somebody, and I'm watching Chris. I'm on coke. I'm coked up. So I see Farley disappear into a bathroom with Andy Dick.
Oh, boy.
Okay, him and Andy go into a bathroom.
Yeah.
They come out 5 minutes later, like giggling. Norm comes over to me and goes, what's going on with Chris? I go, bad news, bro. He goes, what? I go, he went into a bathroom with Andy Dick. I said, there's only two reasons a man goes into a bathroom with Andy Dick, and neither one of them's good. And Norm looked at me without missing a beat and said, holy fuck, I hope he's high.
You see Norm say that.
Holy fuck, I hope he's high.
That's a great impression of Norm.
Holding his stomach. Good news, he was high.
He passed away, I believe, the day before Yom Kippur. And the Yom Kippur services started, and I'd been watching a bunch of old Norm MacDonald videos. And as the rabbi began to speak, I started remembering Norm MacDonald punchlines, and it really went poorly for me that Yom Kippur evening.
Finally, folks, next week, Jews everywhere will be celebrating the holiday of Yom Kippur, or as non-Jews refer to it, Wednesday.
The rabbi was standing maybe 15 feet in front of me, and I was just struggling not to hysterically laugh in the middle of the most solemn day of the year. So that's going to be my Norm MacDonald memory going forward.
My family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews.
Oh. Russian and Jews is more like it. One of the biggest anti-Semites I've ever met.
Russian away from Jews.
I had a bar mitzvah.
What?
I had a bar mitzvah, Norm.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I love the Jewish people.
Yeah. Last week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. Well, earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again. While in England, where he spoke at Oxford University, Simpson had defended actor Marlon Brando's criticism of Hollywood Jews. Later, from his island hideaway, Brando sent O.J. a telegram which read, "You're not helping." In Cincinnati, is Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Schott an anti-Semite? Well, it is beginning to look that way. According to a report out today, on the entire Cincinnati Reds team, there is not one Jewish player. A group of Orthodox rabbis declared that other branches of Judaism are, quote, not Judaism at all, thus challenging the religious status of millions of American Jews. This week, that statement was rejected by Reform leader Rabbi Don Schonstein, who said, quote, our legitimacy as Jews flows from the richness of our Jewish lives, the strength of our Jewish communities, and most important of all, our deep and abiding belief in Jesus Christ.
Baby, won't you come by? Everything's better with you by my side. A movie and dinner tonight. Pour a couple drinks and yeah, we're feeling fine. And make them.
The setup of the joke is it's a Jew joke.
Okay.
two Gentile businessmen meet on the street. One of them says, "How's business?" The other one says, "Great." See, he gets it. He really got it. He really liked it.
Yeah.
So the joke is about who doesn't get it. He's Jewish, he gets it.
Yeah.
You're not, you don't.
But I don't believe he got it.
Oh yeah, he got it. He got it.
Can we find out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell Norm why that's funny.
Because it's two Jews and how's business? Great.
Well, that's just what he said.
No, it's two Gentile businessmen.
Oh yeah, I don't.
That's what's funny about it.
I knew he didn't get it. I can spot fake laughs. I watch old TV shows.
Yeah.
And it was the first Kojak. You remember Kojak?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas.
With the lollipop.
Yeah, he had the lollipop going. So for the pilot, it was Crocker's first day. You know, Kevin Dobson played Crocker.
Sure, Crocker.
So he was just out of police academy. Green. They kept saying how green he was. Kojak had been around a long time. He knew everything. So he's, has this green kid, and he doesn't know if he wants to be working with him. So what was happening was prostitutes were being murdered.
Oh my!
He goes, go down and try to get some information from the prostitute's mother. So a little while later, Crocker comes back. I talked to her mother. She wasn't a prostitute at all. She was a good girl. Yeah. So Kojak's seen it all, right? So he takes this lollipop. He goes, "Yep, she was a good girl. Mama's apple pie. The 4th of July. She was a hooker." Crocker was too green to see it,
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now
Part of the death squad? Okay.
But I have had problems with them.
Yeah.
They tried to derail me years ago. Well, because I was in cahoots with Mencia, they thought.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So when the whole Carlos Mencia, Joe Rogan thing happened, they had me on tape, right? Like, I didn't know that Joe Rogan was, I love Joe, he's a friend of mine. Yeah. Joe, if you're listening, we're good, right? But the thing is that I didn't know that he was taping me. So I said, yeah, Mencia steals.
Doing Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's his friend.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's Ned Holness.
Oh, I know Ned Holness. Yeah, he's really good. Hey, does all that stuff?
How's he doing?
Hey! All that stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, Ned.
Do a couple minutes of his material.
Well, I'll just do some of my material and then it'll be the same. So I'll just talk about myself.
What has he ever stolen from you?
I used to this bit about how I was so small that my dad would have to get on my shoulders to get on a ride at Disneyland. Right. Then he did a bit, literally, but I can't do it. But where is this going?
Who cares? What the fuck? It's reality.
Anyway, it's good to see you.
This is the reason why comedians get away with stealing. Because comedians like you are afraid of confrontation.
And then I also said that I sucked my cousin's dick.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
That's a sharp left.
Yeah, which I didn't know there was a camera on.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gay, but in high school I sucked my cousin's dick.
Yeah,
sure.
And then also on top of that, I said that Vietnamese people were jungle Asians, which I had to apologize to the Vietnamese people, and I apologize. That's what I said back then.
Do you mean he put this up on the internet or
then
something?
Then he put it on the internet. Death Squad did,
shit.
right?
Yeah, what did I say?
So he had to publicly make an apology to the Vietnamese community because he called you guys, and he calls Filipinos this too. He calls us all jungle gooks or jungle Asians.
Not
jungle,
gooks.
not gooks, jungle Asians.
By saying jungle gooks, you make it worse.
He said jungle Asians.
But how do you justify that?
Well, because you guys live in the fucking jungle. What do you mean? How do I justify it?
We don't live in the jungle.
All right, so if I go to Vietnam, is there a jungle there?
There is a jungle. There's a jungle in plenty of other countries.
There's not a jungle in Korea.
What?
I'm sure you guys have rainforests.
No, we don't. At all. It's trees. It looks like Denver.
You're trying to say Korea is Denver.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden now, right, my aunt, my cousin's mom calls me, he didn't suck your dick.
No, you sucked his dick.
Yeah, no, we sucked each other's dick.
Oh,
Yeah, and vice versa, right?
yeah.
When you're single trying to attract a partner, it's important to project the qualities you desire, which I understand, but boy, oh boy, have I had to suck a lot of dick lately.
That's sort of like a Bobby Lee joke.
It is a lot like a Bobby Lee.
All right. What about this one? This is for you.
I didn't. You know what I mean? And then my mom, that's my mom's sister, they didn't talk, and then she died.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She died, right?
Story.
See, so the last thing that, you know what I mean, I heard from my aunt is you didn't suck each other's dick. And then a couple years later, my mom, they stopped talking, and then she died.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Famous last words.
Yeah, I love Death Squad.
Yeah. How many views did it get?
Millions.
Oh, see?
But then over the years, though, I made my way back into the group, and now we're all good.
So you opened for Mencia, which made you the enemy of the Death Squad.
Yeah. Because, you know,
it's like a Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah, it's just like it.
So the Death Squad.
I don't know what Bruce Lee movie.
They're comedians?
Yeah.
Well, don't you think Death Squad makes more sense in a Bruce Lee movie than a comedy club?
That's true.
I went to a comedy club, and then the next week, the Death Squad were there. It was just odd. I don't know. I mean, I acted like it was a normal thing. And I said, you know, I was here next week. I said, the Death Squad.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind.
I mean, when was the last time you did Rogan?
Oh.
Okay. What?
12 years ago.
Wow. For real?
Yeah. What happened?
It's because you are a big vaxxer, right? And you just said I hate him now.
No, I want to do it. It's just I don't know how.
I bet Shab could get you in. All right.
That's a good one.
You know Bobby's new movie.
No, it's okay. It's
about
okay.
a boy.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Thinking about the tattoo, I'm gonna get 2 big M's on my ass. So when I'm standing right up, it's gonna say Mom. When I stand upside down, it's gonna be Wow. What do you think?
I'm dumbfounded.
Mom and Wow.
It's just an M and an M.
I know.
Where's the O? I had to go there, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
You know the joke about B.B. King's wife?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't think so.
B.B.'s having a birthday, so she wants to surprise him. So she goes to the tattoo parlor. She says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. So the guy does it. She goes home. B.B. comes home. She opens the door, bends over, drops her shorts, and says, surprise! He said, who's Bob?
That's racist. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The one and only, the Super Dave Osborne and his joke about
Yeah, tell that to Michael Richards, man. Why,
Wow.
that's not a racist joke.
Yeah, sure it isn't.
Who's Bob?
Yeah, you know, that's the way you want to broadcasting in stereotypes, 97.9
I tell you what,
FM.
let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Bob Hope's wife goes to a tattoo parlor.
No, but you chose an African American.
Well, the Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And she says, put a B on one cheek and a B on the other. She comes home. Bob Hope comes home. She bends over, pulls her pants down, and he faints.
Now, Bob Hope is dead.
Yeah, I know.
Bring me the body of the great Bob Hope. If he struggles a lifetime up with a rope. If he smells a bit, wash him down with soap. Just bring me the body of the great Bob Hope.
Bring Me the Body of the Great Bob Hope, another song by Super Dave Osborne and Norm MacDonald. They've collaborated together on a great new CD, Music from Dead People. And this...
I know that in this day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
I don't know if you got enough ink for his
cover
I don't know if you got
Victoria, help me out, Victoria.
There you go. Put the gloves on.
No, you need more than gloves. Come on.
It was a private. I don't think. I mean, there may have been cameras there, but I don't think it's going to be repeated or anything, but it was part of the Netflix Comedy Festival. And they asked me to host this thing for Norm MacDonald, and a bunch of people spoke.
And I'd like to start by telling you the very last words that Norm MacDonald spoke on this earth. He said, "When I go, make damn sure they have a memorial for me. See to it that it's part of a much larger festival promoting a streaming service. Make sure you arrange it hastily and have it early in the morning. Now, damn it, make certain that many of the tributes are on videotape and that Rob Schneider is featured prominently. And finally, hold it in a theater in some part of Hollywood frequented by male prostitutes. Norm, we heard you and we are here."
And everyone was saying really great stuff, and a lot of people were funny. But man, Kevin Nealon had the greatest line, because a lot of us were talking about how brave Norm was, and he really was. He was fearless as a comedian.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Nealon gets up and he says, he's saying very funny things, and he just says, a lot of people up here are talking about how Norm MacDonald was brave in his comedy. I think of it more as a lack of judgment. I was just like, oh my God.
Hey, the great Kevin Nealon was on the show. Who's funnier than Kevin?
I can't think of anyone. Well, Nick Swardson.
Well, I don't know.
I love Kevin. No, Kevin's
Kevin's
the best.
been around forever.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's
I
kind of
love
a hero
Kevin.
of Nick.
Norm had that gear of not caring or wanting, like he would walk rooms. I know Larry Bubbles Brown, a friend of mine from up north. Norm worked a bit, and he could clear the room. San Jose Improv, like at least 300 people slowly walked out. So it's bravery or whatever. I worked with him at the Comedy Store once. It was just one of those nights. Bill Burr was there. It was just he just said the word cock like 200 times.
Right.
This guy's got a cock, right? And a cock. He just knew how funny it was to say that over and over and over. So, of course, the comedians love that kind of comedian. We're all dying.
Right.
But the audience kind of, where do we go with this? And he just went, there's only one Norm.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind.
I saw you on Conan once, and you did say, you said crack whore and midget several times.
Yeah.
So then I did do a thing, full confession. I did Norm MacDonald as an alarm clock. And it was like, this is what I wake up. Hey, wake up there. There's a crack whore and a midget in your bed. So I just thought that was really funny, right?
What about the other? I will have a few words with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egan.
Hi, Norm.
Why are you wearing a scarf?
I've been bitten with the acting bug.
You're acting?
Yeah. I think that some producers saw my work that I've been doing here on the show, and I've been cast in a film.
You're in a film?
Yes.
A film?
Yep. I actually brought a clip.
Well, you brought a clip?
I brought a clip. I'd love to show it.
That's incredible.
And
yeah, sure.
We
can show your clip.
Well, let's roll the clip.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. Oh my God, that's a huge. Oh, right there. Adam, you spineless little jellyfish. That's where.
That's the latest film I've been working on. It's called Cuckold Sessions #7. I've done several. I've done several since the break.
Cuckold. A cuckold is a man whose wife is promiscuous to his face, and everybody knows it.
Exactly. In this particular scene.
And this is a genre of film?
Yeah, a very popular genre.
This is hardcore pornography.
Oh yeah. It's hardcore pornography, but it's got a real following. We have I was just recognized for an award at the AVN Awards for best cuckold film, and in this particular scene, my wife is shaming me.
Now, who plays your wife?
Oh, my actual wife.
That's Debbie?
Yeah. You can't see her entire face. He's a pretty big guy.
Wait a minute. there's an African-American man making love to your actual wife, Debbie.
Yeah.
While you sit
Mandingo is his name.
Mandingo.
Mandingo. Hell of a guy. Real nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
So he has sex with your wife and ridicules you as he's doing it.
Exactly. Well, it's a film. My motivation, you know, I really get into the character. I've noticed I take a lot of time to get to know the character and really immerse myself in the role and think, how would I feel if my wife, let's say Debbie, for instance.
Well, it is Debbie.
Well, yes, but I mean, her character, yes, it's
Who does
Debbie.
she play?
Her name in this movie, I believe, is Ruby.
Sounds a lot like Debbie.
Oh, yes, but it's just a film. It's a film, Norm. I mean, this, you know,
No,
it's
I
not
understand
real.
what
Citizen Kane was only partially based on reality. Johnny Cockhammer, the gentleman.
What?
Johnny Cockhammer is the gentleman.
Johnny Cockhammer.
Cockhammer. It's two separate words, but the gentleman who directed this film, in the industry, they're referring to him as the Orson Welles of the cuckold genre as well. A real wonder kid.
Now, I was just over to your place for a lovely dinner party.
That was nice. It was nice to have you. We really appreciated it.
It was just you, me, Debbie, and that
Mandingo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I know it's Mandingo. I spent the whole time trying to talk about 42, the movie 42. I didn't know what to do, but who was that? Was that other guy? Was that Johnny Cockhammer?
Yes.
The other guy that was there?
Yes, Johnny Cockhammer. The guy who brought the brie.
That brie.
Delicious.
Oh, suspicious.
Well, I thought it was divine. It paired well with the Pinot Noir, I thought.
So you're going to continue these?
Oh, most definitely. They're calling me the Philip Seymour Hoffman of the genre.
Well, hopefully you'll meet the same end. The kind of porn this guy enjoys the best.
So we covered it.
Yeah.
Cuckold porn.
Oh, he stands there and watches someone fuck his girl.
Yeah, someone of a different race.
Is it always? Is that what it means?
Very traditional way. Yeah.
Traditional way. I didn't know. I didn't.
Well, where did you get that voice?
I don't know. It scares me at times. Sometimes it's comforting. But I never knew what cuckold meant. I just click on it.
We are living in a golden age.
I go, can we just tell people we went in the behind and we don't have to really do it?
The behind.
I'm trying to clean up your fucking show. We're living in a golden age of Adam masturbating to interracial granny porn.
Jen told you that one in confidence. That's fine.
This man began his television stand-up debut with us 25 years ago.
Didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Very talented actor. Nobody funnier. Ladies and gentlemen, Norm MacDonald.
Do you watch your own show?
No, sir.
Well, you have. I've talked to people, I've watched it, and I've talked to other people who find it compelling. You can't take your eyes off. So
well,
there,
imagine if
whatever
you
it is you're making up, whatever qualities you're fabricating here, you yourself possess them.
But imagine if you were doing it. And
well, imagine if you were doing it.
Well,
we always worry a little about you because we regard you as the top of the heap, the best of the best, the funniest of the funny, the guy who has it in every fiber of his being, not conjured. It's the real thing. So you do it.
I just want to write. I just want to write books. But I'd like to watch you with a big desk.
I'm tired of talking, Mark.
Okay, now it's going to turn into Norm show.
So you're the one who saw that.
I had to watch it.
I love Norm. God, geez. I don't know what happened to that show. I remember saying to Ted Sarandos, after all of Norm's shows had been produced, I said, boy, I think you guys really got something here. Apparently not. But I loved it. The element that I always admired was the connection to the audience. And his asides and his looks and his pauses were interpreted exactly the way he knew they would be interpreted. And that fueled the ridiculous nature of some of the presentation. And without that audience, you don't get the full measure of Norm. It was like the audience was his partner. Everybody was in this together. I can remember reading his autobiography and enjoying it, but being greatly disappointed about 10 pages in when I realized it was all fantasy. I want to know about Norm's life, but this was other solar system.
Something in him that's unbelievably fearless.
What you're describing there, when I would watch those segments, they were delightful. There was something more exciting and interesting about the silence and Norm's joy at having landed the dud.
And holding his smile.
It was thrilling. It was heroic.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come around. No.
But I wonder if people, like you say, you don't like people who are not hardworking. I wonder, are there people who worked as hard as Steve did and does?
I was thinking when I said it that there's an exception. I know we're both admirers of Norm MacDonald, and he seems sometimes like someone who has something. It's his cadence. It's the way he talks. I don't know if he's a hardworking comic, but God, he makes me laugh. And his cadence, something is just wrong about it, you know?
But I love Norm, and my guess is, what I know of Norm is that he may not be working hard.
No.
But what he has is the same result as somebody who's worked hard.
Yes,
which is, again, enviable, admirable. But God, he makes me laugh, and I happened across some of his time on Weekend Update.
Yeah.
When you watch it now, you realize Norm just didn't care if it got a laugh.
No. And he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't care. And he had a joke. I think Downey wrote the joke. It was during the OJ trial. And there's a picture of Johnny Cochran holding up the knit cap with OJ sitting next to him. And God, no one could do this but Norm. Norm said, a little bit of a wrinkle for OJ in the trial today. Johnny Cochran stood up and held the knit cap that was found at the scene of the double murders when OJ jumped up and said, hey, careful with that. That's my lucky stabbing cap. Who else could do that?
Right.
And he doesn't. And if it got nothing, he would stare and tell you your problem. I thought that was one of the best. Dark but fantastic,
Right.
and also no one could do it but him.
No, that's what I was going to say. I would, if somebody had pitched that joke to me at the height of the OJ trial, I would have laughed and not done it. Would you have done that joke?
No, I would not have done that.
Yeah.
I would have been queasy and it's tragedy and it was theater of some kind, theater of the absurd.
But the delivery, the persona, and the material, it's
perfect,
powerful. Yes.
In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat.
but I'll send one joke and you can make a determination. He said, remember the joke he did about Dahmer, where he essentially reads the UPI wire copy of the Jeffrey Dahmer trial, and it's so I mean, it could not be grimmer. It's like Hieronymus Bosch sort of, and he disemboweled the young boy and ate the entry, you know, all that stuff. And it gets to the end of the joke, and Norm says, in his defense, Dahmer said he started it. It's such a Norm.
Hire him on the spot.
Hired him on the spot.
Yep.
Put him in a room with Drake Sather, the great Drake Sather, who was on that Young Comedian special with us. And they tinfoiled the window shut like Elvis. They both smoked Smicks.
Nuts.
And the head writer would go over and ask him for jokes at a certain time, and they bridled at that. And I said, listen, these guys are rare avis. Think of that as a, like, orchid hothouse. Those are two geniuses. You can't ruin the humidity in there. So I said, I went over to Norm and Drake, and I said, listen, guys, I'm not going to take your best jokes. I don't want to know your best jokes. I need some 6s and 7s for this monologue. Because Norm would write jokes that I'd have to hand back to him. They were so brilliant. I said, I can't tell. You know, I'm not going to take this joke. This will be what something and Drake too. He was a stone killer. So they said, fine. So at 1:30, it literally is like the food slot in Papillon, where the jokes would slide out into the door. And out of 12 jokes, some of them were so crazy that you thought, I'm going to go to hell just for seeing this joke. And then a couple were just they were two brilliant minds, and you know how they love to be left alone.
Do you know the comedian Drake Sather?
Sure. Well, he's your half a man.
They were roommates. They were office mates.
Shit.
They were office mates at Dennis Miller.
We were really good buddies. But we figured we'd try to figure out how to write a movie.
Yeah.
So there was this course. I tell you this, right?
I think so, yeah.
There's this course. Robert McKee taught this course over 3 days at UCLA.
He's like the most
He's the hackiest, the worst.
But the most famous.
How to write in the $3,000.
Yeah, exactly. So it's 10 hours a day. So me and Drake we're fucking lost immediately, like an hour in. We don't know what the fuck anybody's talking about. But he started the thing, by saying, he said, it's all about story. He goes, we all know people, it doesn't matter the contents of the story, it's how you tell the story. We have all met great storytellers, and it doesn't matter what the story is. Like, because we've all met people, the worst thing could happen to them. Their child could die, but they tell the story as nothing. Meanwhile, another woman could be telling a story about how she missed the bus that morning, and just captivate you, with all the details, and it'd be fascinating. So then for the whole rest of the 10 hours, Drake kept turning to him and he'd go, hey, Marjorie, I don't mean to be insensitive, but that story of your boy dying, bit of a yarner. I don't know if you've heard Mabel's story about getting on the bus this morning, but might pick up a few pointers. And then you just do different variations of it all day long.
Oh, but I am trying to be healthier, though. I want to quit smoking, but I just know if I do, I'm going to go right back to cocksucking. Isn't that how it is? You drop one bad habit, another one marches right in there, And the oral habits are the hardest to break.
I know to smoke.
I'll smoke it for you.
No, I'm trying to.
I just figured it would be rude not to offer you a light.
It's nice, but I'm trying not to. And I feel if I
sitting there with a cigarette,
I feel if I took one puff. I have an oral fixation, my doctor tells me, which is not good.
How did he know that?
I was sucking his cock. Jonathan Winters is a brilliant, improv guy, and he would dress up as this character, Maudie Frickert, as an old lady, and he'd go, hello there. He did a voice, and Johnny Carson just stole it, even the costume, everything. And then, so this guy couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Because it'd be like if Jimmy Fallon took one of your bits.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
You can't do it anymore, yeah.
Robin Williams was notorious for it, right?
Well, listen.
I think it's a well-known. All right, that's fine.
You know what they always say? Speak ill of the dead. You know that old fucking that old saw. God damn.
It's been a couple years. Just let it go.
It's just been a lesson.
Doesn't matter to me.
Texas millionaire J. Howard Marshall may have died 2 months ago, but as we see here, he and wife Anna Nicole Smith can still enjoy a romantic evening at home.
Deep throat porn legend Harry Reeves.
Yeah,
he died, but how
You
are they
know
going to
who
close
that
that
is?
casket? I mean, probably because of his erection, I would think.
How are they going to close that casket? That isn't very good, is it?
I didn't write that one.
Plus, a man died.
Yeah, a guy died.
How are they going to do it?
He was a real pioneer.
It's hard to believe that the entire cast of Saved by the Bell is now dead.
It's hard to believe that. Organist Ray Manzarek died this week at the age of 74. The curse of the Doors. What about this? 42-year-old Richard Swanson set out to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil, but got hit by a car in Oregon and died. Well, at least he got to die loving what he do. At least he got to die doing what he loved, Nick. Dribbling a soccer ball in traffic. No, that's not nice.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger. Sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, "I don't feel great." I gave it something.
Yeah. All My Children star Matthew Cowles has died at the age of 69. Oh. Or has he? David Brenner was the biggest comic ever to come out of Philadelphia.
Well, again,
and he just passed away, and we should talk about him.
Yeah, we should, but let me finish this sentence, and I don't even think David Brenner would mind if he's watching.
Sure. He's probably watching from, actually probably from down below, getting raped by the devil.
Well,
I mean, that guy had some sins that he died with, but whatever. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying David Brenner led a life that made Sodom and Gomorrah seem like Burbank.
Nice guy.
Let me his abacus
I want to do
yesterday.
this.
Jesus.
Oh, come on, that's not a Chinese guy.
I wasn't saying it was.
No, that's kind of
What are
racist.
you, Mickey Rooney?
Hey, come on.
I know he's dead,
Have
but
a little
Mickey Rooney
respect.
did a very racist thing, like you just did, in a movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's by the wonderful Truman Capote.
I wasn't doing anything racist, and you know it. But go ahead.
Does Bob Barker still work there?
He's dead.
Bob
Did he
Barker's
die?
dead?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Well, rest
No,
in
he's
peace.
not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Drew Carey just
Oh,
took
don't
over.
listen to
I
fucking
assumed he was.
Daniel.
Oh, God, he's not
on
dead.
Who's
I'm
alive
serious. Bob
and
Barker
who's
is
dead.
not dead.
Last
I think
week,
he was
I
alive.
hope he's alive.
Daniel, we
Oh, my
wanted
God.
to book Jan Michael Vincent. The guy tells us he's dead. He's not dead at all. he's all clean like you guys. Oh, by the way, man, my condolences goes out to Hoffman, Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman's still around.
I thought he died of a heroin.
No. Dustin's still with us. We're waiting for Rain Man 2.
Didn't he die of a heroin overdose?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who's that?
A different actor.
I think it's his son.
No relation. Believe it or not.
None?
No relation.
Who's Relic?
Well, good luck to you, Dustin. Man Graves are the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day. Your dad's alive?
No.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm sorry about your dad.
That's fine.
Is your father still alive?
No.
God damn,
It's
that's
a
2
lot.
out of 3. He's dead too?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like it.
Well, this Father's Day, your father's dead. But you have children. You are a father.
Yes, and I'm not dead.
Oh, this is about your aunt.
My aunt?
Is she fucking dead?
Yes.
You don't have a living aunt?
Maybe.
My father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people would fucking answer. They go like, "I'm so sorry," like its closure takes a while. So I had to go, no, it was a joke. That's cool.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke?
I wanted to talk about the crocodile hunter. Did you? Because I think you're going to make him sad. Because I think it was tragic at the time, but I think I don't know. People calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it. Who got killed? The crocodile hunter.
Please don't make me laugh at this.
They were like, he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
That's not.
And you know who had to be pissed about it were the crocodiles, because he got killed by some fruity fish. And so you know the crocodiles were like, hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank? Nah, you don't even want to know, man.
Please don't do this anymore.
No, Bill, man, you had a chance once. The guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was Tommy with a stick. I could have eaten him and his kid.
I don't feel good about this.
You remember I ever tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times. I'm so lazy that I feel like guilty sometimes that other people, have, like, put it to me this way, man. If I got, like, in an accident and was paralyzed from the neck down, it wouldn't really affect my lifestyle. It's about the same, watching the TV, lying on the couch. That's why I feel so sad when some guy like that's active, like that Christopher Reeves guy, he's like active, man, and riding horses, and he's Superman, And, you don't get much more active than that. And so for that guy, it's a tragedy, For me, it's a tragedy that I don't get hit by a truck. But for him, it's a tragedy that he falls off a horse and he's all paralyzed from the neck down. And the worst thing about being paralyzed from the neck down is that your cock is down from your neck. That's the bad part about that. Because if they just told you, yeah, your calf is paralyzed. Yeah, all right, fair enough. If they said, hey, bad news, you're paralyzed from just below the cock down. You're like, oh man, that's too bad. I was going to use those toes and shit. That's like Christopher Reeves lying in his bed. They always got like little thing. Hey, Christopher, we're going to work on your, we do a thing now. You can move your neck up a little bit better. And he's got to be going, hey, listen, anything on the cock, man, anything at all. If you guys could focus the next couple of years just on the cock, exclusively on the cock, I get used to sitting down, I feel sorry for that guy. Remember when he was a director for a while? Wasn't that odd? He was in that fucking thing, but he was a director? Isn't that crazy? I don't know what the hell that was. He was directing a movie, but from a crazy... How can you do that? I don't even know how you can do that. What if he was one of those real bastard directors, So you call that acting, you fucking motherfucker? What the fuck was that? Ridiculous. He's like, hey, I got something I want to do in the next scene there, Jimmy. How about we kill a fucking horse? Shoot a horse in the head. I don't know. That might be a good scene.
Rest in peace, Amy Winehouse. We lost a true heroin addict today.
Well, what is your character?
Well, it really, I wish I could tell you, because it isn't a pleasant guy. I mean, I'm mad about everything. I get into a little bit of politics. I get in a little bit of a religion. I love religion. I've been going to church since I was a kid. You know, and my joke that I always say to my parents is, "You're going to go to church till you're 21, like I did." And everybody, my dad, when he was alive, and I said the same to my kids, except during NFL season. And, you know, then I'll be with you in spirit.
Absolutely,
I'll be right there with you. But I said the character.
Do you feel that the new comedy, there's so much atheists? I feel that's kind of like the new hack comedy to me.
It's always been that way. I'm not a proponent. I mean, I've studied religion in college, and I take my kids. That's where I got into physics. See, the chances of this thing happening, like by accident, carbon-based life forms, at heavy stars, deuterium, and you get into the quantum physics of it. It's very peculiar that we're here at all.
Yes.
It's very peculiar that this worked like this, and some of these ancient texts, especially Jewish texts, I give these Jews great credit because there was 300 or 400 years before the Buddhists. They came up with law from Sumerians, Babylonians, blah, blah, blah. But basically, without law, we'd eat each other. You know, that human nature, this is, I think John Wayne said, you can't legislate it. He said, he turned from a very good progressive, from Democrat to a Republican, because he got pushed by we think. And he said, listen, you can't legislate human behavior. You put 30 people in a room, give them all $1. In a week, 2 guys are going to have all the money. That's just how it works. People do this evolution of mankind. And I said, I've never been, like, I got kicked out of more churches because of stupid crap I'd say. Like, even the bishop said, we just don't want you around here anymore. I mean, literally.
Well, don't you find sometimes the problems with atheism is that really their problems are with churches, not with God?
Well, listen.
They go, there's no God because a priest fucked a kid. It doesn't make any sense.
No, but I said, my older daughter's atheist, and I said, well, philosophically, it's an irony there too, because atheists don't believe in God. Well, there has to be a God for you not to believe in. And my daughter goes, she's still in therapy over that.
No, I always wonder about that because, and also, the atheists are usually choosing a God not to believe in.
You have to have a God not to, otherwise.
Like Dawkins doesn't believe in a Christian God specifically.
Exactly, and I said, I get the idea. It's weird. There's an old the spiritual side of philosophy will get to this point where they said, if God is unlimited, which you have to agree kind of rationally, that's what a God. How would God ever deal with limited us? It's very difficult. Every time God has tried to speak to us, that person got killed. You know, because he said, hey, this is great, and then people shot him. And there's only been very few people that actually spoke or had said they spoke directly, and they all translate what they heard into human speak. And they're generally kind of screw it up somehow.
Sure, of course.
And it'd be very difficult. There's a Mark Kornhauser used to be a magician that I work with all the time. And this is one of my analogies for the spiritual life. He goes, he did that trick where you rip a newspaper. Remember, well, magicians always worked with us with prop acts, and comics probably are going prop act. You know, a lot of prop acts I like. The Amazing Jonathan is hysterical, and I like magicians.
You rip the newspaper,
and then you unfold it. And I'm on stage going, it's magic. I watched both hands. There's no, he didn't. You know, I couldn't get it, so I backstage said, "Show me that." He goes, "No, I'm not showing you that. If I show it to you, 3 things will happen. You'll go, oh shit, that's stupid. Then you'll try it, and magic will no longer mean anything to you. And that's the same thing. One day I was saying, I wonder what like prophets saw. And then God, imagine that if God said, listen, if I show you what's really going on here, you're going to go, oh, that's stupid. And then you're going to try to tell people, and the third thing is you just won't want to be here anymore. This won't mean anything. So you got to, I heard some guy say...
The only guy he ever showed was Job.
And then I think the prophet Islam.
Ezekiel?
No, Muhammad. They showed him, and then he wrote it because his miracle, he said to his staff, was.
We're not going to get too deep into that.
No, but you don't want to get into that. He couldn't read or write, so he said his miracle was he wrote their holy book.
But he was a nice guy, from all accounts.
Really, was a good guy. What, learn my lesson? Break? Oh, I guess that's the word I thought.
We're supposed to take a break. And so he thought when you said take a break, that I would go, speaking of taking a break, I would take a break. I guess that's what he meant. Is that what he meant? He pointed to it.
Yeah, he's just
Would you like to do it, Adam? You like doing that.
Doing what? I don't like doing any.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Tim Allen.
You know what show I would like to see you host, Norm? And this is the God's truth. I would like to see you host Catch a Predator. I see that as being a good medium for you. What's your thoughts on the To Catch a Predator show?
Oh, no, you just brought that up because I was telling that guy earlier I was thinking of that show To Catch a Predator.
Well, thank you for unfolding my conceit here. I was trying to get you into the area you wanted to talk
about. That was like a crazy coincidence because I just talked to that Christian dude about that.
Jesus, Norm, could you diffuse this anymore?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a setup. I was putting the ball on the tee. I'm Cheech Marin.
You're nice. Nice.
Now go ahead, knock it off.
You're like Ed McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so you don't want to talk about the Predator thing?
Oh, yeah, man, To Catch a Predator? No, I was just...
They told me, they said Norm wants to talk about Predator, and all of a sudden I'm at a Carson Wake here. Are you sad about Johnny's loss?
That's misrepresenting it, too, because then people will think, you know, Norm's phoning going, hey, can I talk at all about the Predator thing?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It wasn't on your mind. I kind of put it there. Do you have any ad-lib thoughts on it?
It's not going to be funny now.
All right. You know what I've done to you? It's like Jerry Lewis with Charlie Callis with the Duck Hunter.
Exactly. I have to come...
All right, then let me throw you a curve and see what else you go. What about OJ or Mike Vick? You got anything on either of them?
Okay, then this is complete coincidence. This is the most insane coincidence of all.
These are two big topics in the news. I thought I'd just throw them out there and see if you had any observations.
No, I'm just kidding. What were the ones? Michael Vick was, no, I was just saying that, you know, obviously I'm against, I do stand-up, you know, stand-up comedy.
Sure you do.
And by the way, I'll be at, can I plug something?
Go, you can use the rest of the segment for plugs.
Oh. Because I'm not doing any stand-up. But anyway, when I go to the club, I went to the club and I thought of the idea about that Michael Vick. First of all, you know you love football, obviously, right?
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, sure. I go way back with football and cockfighting. You know.
Exactly. So you'll say that, you know, Michael Vick was the most exciting player in football. He could change a team by himself.
Yes.
You know.
Well, that's a solid observation.
That's what's so sad, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The dogfighting's sad too, but if it was just some guy, you know, that was played in football like a third-string quarterback, it wouldn't be that sad. So, but Michael Vick, obviously it hurt him, it hurt his fans, and hurt the whole sport of dog fighting.
So you think it's brought dog fighting down?
I tried to say that like Drake.
It's good.
Dog fighting.
Can we talk about Drake?
But listen, man, Vic, can you imagine? Here's something to think about. Imagine if you were a dog living in a dog kennel. You ever been in those pound?
Sure.
That's your house?
Right.
So they suck, right? They're the worst houses ever.
Bad.
So the dog will go anywhere, you know, and dogs love everyone. So they're just sitting in their horrible place, and you know, the guy, you know, an old bald guy comes in and wants to bring you home, and you're all happy. Normally, you're not, right?
Yeah, sure.
So imagine you're sitting there and you're like, "Hey guys, man, you're not gonna believe this, but we got adopted. All of us got adopted, and you were not gonna believe for a second who it was." And they're like, "Who? Who? Was it that bald guy from earlier today?" No, it wasn't no bald guy. Think left-hander, Atlanta. It was Michael Vick. That's who it was. Now get out of here. That's who's our new owner. They're excited. You see?
Very pumped up, the dog.
They're pumped up. They're like, "You're kidding me. I'm trying to be clean." You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go and, you know, they go, "Wow, they're in the house, you know, everything's exciting." They were just in a pound. Now they're at Michael Vick's house. They couldn't be more excited. They hit the jackpot. And they're walking through the house going, "Man, I've never seen so many TVs." And then, you know, later it's not so good. When the other guys tell them, you know.
Right.
And the other guys go, "Listen, he's a good, you know, Michael Vick's a complicated character." And I love Michael Vick. Ralph will tell you. But, yeah.
Ralph is the other dog.
The other dog. He's talking, you know how, you know how the dogs talk and they have names?
Sure, and they go.
Ralph will tell you, you know, I said Vic is the best thing to happen to football in forever. But on the other hand, you know, he electrocuted me last week. So I have mixed feelings with Vic. This is one thing about the Michael Vick thing. He electrocuted them, which was awful, and shot them, right?
Right.
And then in one of them, he strangled them.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I was saying, as heinous as this seems, that one part, him strangling a pit bull dog,
yes,
seems not so heinous. It seems kind of brave, if that's all he ever did. And, you know, I'm sure Michael Vick's hands are really strong with a pit bull's neck.
Well, Norm, when I see the nuances you've peeled back on the Vic story, I could only send you a big, hearty hail thank you that you dodged the To Catch a Predator question.
Well, that's the one I wanted to talk
because I have no idea where that was.
So you have no time on the show anymore, so you can't talk about it?
Well, do you want to stay for a segment?
What?
I'm going to take a commercial. Can you stay?
I wouldn't mind telling you that to catch a predator and see if you'll laugh. Like I know you didn't laugh at all at that one.
Norm, listen. When I'm in the presence of greatness, I simply sit and I listen. Hang on to the Predator story till after this. Dennis Miller Show. Two things. I was wondering where Sal was during that thing. Sabes made the miscalculation of turning his mic off. He was laughing so hard, and he didn't think anybody would be able to hear Norm. I was wondering, where's old Sal? Secondly, if I seem a little halting with Norm. Now, Sal, you hear me do a lot of interviews. I'm always usually forceful, but I find Norm such a genius. I don't want to interject and get in the way of the story.
You gotta let him run.
I mean, it's as good as it gets.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my still in line.
Let's go back to Norm. Norm, I'm sorry, my friend. I've got around 3 minutes left. Can you codify your thoughts on To Catch a Predator and unspool a little tale?
My thoughts on To Catch a Predator cannot be captured in your sound bite. Now, I know the first I don't know what the word is in radio, in TV on talk shows when I'm booked, we call it the next segment.
Right.
The last segment bombed. Let's not kid ourselves.
No, it didn't bomb. Are you kidding me? It was gold. It was just about, I was listening to you unspool the gold.
I mean, sometimes when you're on radio, you know, you go, man, maybe people are just laughing in the studio because that's their job, but people at home are not enjoying it at all, so you feel bad about yourself.
Well, the bit was volatile.
But then when the guys in the studio also clearly not responding to anything, and then they go, now the funniest was in the commercial, I said, so, he goes, you got to wrap it up in a minute, the Predator thing, you know, like I'm... So I said, I don't know, it's not really a thing. I don't know if I can wrap it up. Like, so he said, I said, I don't think it's going well.
Christian, you didn't say that to him, did you?
I didn't say that. I said it was going great when we were all laughing so hard we couldn't breathe.
We're ill-serving Norm today. You know, the next time we have Norm on, I'm going to say, this is Norm, and let him go.
No, this is it, Dennis. I said, how long's your show run generally, you know, because I listen to it on the internet and stuff like that.
Right.
And he said 3 hours. And he goes, your second segment's up. And I go, what was my first segment, by the way? He goes, that was like 6 minutes. That was your big one. So, it's a 3-hour show.
Well, we've been gaslighting you, Norm. We brought you in here in a deliberate effort to drive you crazy. You sound suitably perplexed now, but might I tell you, you're simply the most insightful, perplexed man I've ever met. We'll have you back. Let's have Norm back and give him a full half hour.
No, because that'd be great.
Well, will you come back at this point? Are you so angry?
Man, you're a great interviewer and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I was a little intimidated by you.
But here's a weird thing when you're interviewing somebody, because I've seen them all, man. I've seen Parr, you know?
Yeah, sure.
I've seen mostly I watch Parr. But I've seen them all, you know?
Sure, you go way back.
And rarely, Merv Griffin, one of the greatest ever, you know? He's just fast. You know, who was a greater interviewer than that dude?
Nobody.
But Merv Griffin would never say, Norm, I understand you want to talk about To Catch a Predator. What else does it say here? Michael Vick, and something else. So go ahead.
It was my fault. I gagged it. I'm sorry, Norm. We'll have you back and I'll do it better. This is the Dennis Miller Show.
Action star Jean-Claude Van Damme will join the French Foreign Legion. In the film, Van Damme is a playboy in 1920s Paris who flees a mob boss after falling in love with the man's mistress. Also, although it doesn't say anything here about it, I'll bet there's plenty of kicking.
I like sports, you know? You like sports? I love sports. I love, do you ever see kickboxing? I never actually, I mean, I've heard about kickboxing and stuff. I've never actually gone to a kickboxing. It's a great sport. The idea is it combines the style and grace of boxing, right, with kicking.
Man, I love sports, man. Man, you can see sports on ESPN you don't see on other networks. You know, like kickboxing. That's my favorite sport. Kickboxing is great. When you think about it, it combines the style and grace of boxing with kicking.
If you like kickboxing, I'll tell you the best kickboxing movie around. What's that? Kickboxer. It's the best one. It's the best one to see, right? Best one of all. Well, I'm glad you said bad one. You know what the worst one is? What's that? Kickboxer 2. That's the worst. It's great. It's a great movie, but it's just the worst one.
Remember, he had a joke I loved early on about kickboxing. It's like, remember he said kickboxing combines all the grace and finesse of boxing with kicking. I just was like, he had this, the way he would just punch it and reduce it to its absolute, most absurd, yeah. And you did picture like kicking. Just what sounds lamer than a guy kicking somebody?
Yeah.
So, how'd the big fight with those fraternity guys turn out?
We kicked their ass. I was punching one guy and I was kicking this other guy. I threw this one dude right through a plate glass window.
Really?
Yeah, well, sort of, except the exact opposite.
Don't you think it's kind of silly for grown men to fight?
What, are you kidding? Did you ever see that movie Kickboxer? They're all grown men.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Norm, I'm sleeping with your wife.
You son of a bitch, rough motherfucker! Huh? You sleep with my fucking wife? You son of a bitch cocksucker! You're my best fucking friend, Adam! God damn you, motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you! You sleep with, that's what you were doing on fucking Friday night, were you, huh?
I have so many Norm moments in my life. My first press conference with Norm was, they prepped us into like, you gotta speak, and it's live, and it'll be BBC. And
he's a bigger star than you, so you have to sit there and kind of you have to be...
It was him and Spade right next to me.
So you have to be second fiddle at the moment, or were you?
Yeah, man. I'm the new kid on the block. We're all a new cast. It's an all new cast except for Spade, Tim Meadows, and Norm MacDonald.
Wow.
And we're like, whoa! And even looking at Norm and Spade, I was like, oh, these guys are stars. Like, this is huge.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm really looking up to them. And the press conference and I dropped the ball right out of the bat. They asked me, the head of NBC who fought for me to be there, goes, Jim, what was it like growing up watching SNL? And now you're from New York and now a fellow New Yorker. I said, I didn't watch SNL growing up. Well, you can hear. I was like, oh, I saw Laura. I went, oh, that was Spade went, so he said, and I knew right away, like, oh man, that was really bad. That was bad. And so he goes, I go, well, I wasn't allowed to because I was young. And he goes, well, what about when you were old? He's trying to prep me. He goes, surely when you got older and you were allowed to watch it. And I went, I was out on Saturdays. I wasn't watching TV. And and Norm's like, they're gonna like you. They're gonna like you. Yeah, this guy is my guy. And he's smoking.
No way.
He's smoking, and Marcy Klein is going, no, put out the cigarette. Like, I'm not done. This guy's going to get fired. So I think I'm going to get fired because I saw Lorne Michaels' face. He was pissed.
So you sitting there super nervous at this point?
I swear in my life, in my kids' lives, I thought I was going to get fired. Damn. Because I just basically said I don't watch Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And I never did. And
yeah, which is not
a good answer.
It's not the message.
In front of the press.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it in a mean manner, but I could just tell the boss man was like, so I went, oh, Jesus, Lord. So now I'm sitting there thinking I'm going to get fired. Swear to God. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I didn't even make it to the first episode. They're going to let me go. So this is what's going on in my head. There has to be a video of this press conference in the black market somewhere. I've looked for it, never found it. It's the 1995 press conference. And so they asked Norm, they go, Norm, you, Tim Meadows, David Spade, you've been here. You know the frat house. Everyone knows SNL is a frat house. What kind of practical jokes you got lined up for these new cast members? And I swear to you, I went, I'm not even going to be part of the frat house or the practical jokes. Damn. And Norm goes, first of all, he's annoyed. He goes, practical jokes? Is that what you asked? What kind of practical jokes? Well, first we were thinking about anal rape. You know? Like, hey, yeah, take your pants. We're going to anally rape you. Welcome to Saturday Night Live. I'm going, oh, shit. He's going to get fired, too. Yeah. You can't say anal rape in front of the press. Yeah. He said anal rape.
So suddenly you're like, I'm back in this.
I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. And I went up to him after. I went, Nori's like, they don't give it. No one gives a shit, bro. Fuck these guys. Yeah. And I realized he would pitch at the pitch meeting. He just didn't care. He didn't care. And I learned so much from him. Just clearly he saw a lot and he's been there forever. Like he would, I remember he gathered the new cast up. He's like, I swear to God, he goes, hey, don't write me any of your gay sketches. He goes, I'm telling you right now, when I do a sketch, it's getting you on. But don't put me in any of your gay little sketches. I swear to God, man. I also traumatized him. We would play football in the hallway because he was very competitive. He's always betting, and it was a very tiny hallway, maybe as wide as this, maybe. And he like, come on, bro, we're playing 3 a.m. Oh fucking, come on, we're playing football. Me, you, Colin Quinn, and fucking Justin, you fucking fuck the phone calls. No one's calling 3 a.m. Get the fucking ball. Let's go. So. He would cheat, would piss me off because I'm competitive. And I'll never forget, he keeps cheating, and now I'm pissed.
How's he cheating? It's like a hallway. It's like a hospital hallway.
It's hallway, but he fucking cheat. He's a cheater.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, he is a cheater.
I had boots on. Yeah. So I had work boots on.
Yeah. Because you're supposed to write in. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be writing fucking work boots on. I'm stoned.
Like, the ink's heavy. Yeah.
So now he cheated. I caught the ball, and then he grabbed it and pulled it from me. He's like, hey, fumbled! And he starts running the other way. I'll never forget. I fucking kicked him as he's running in his calf. I went, pow! And he goes, ah! Jesus Christ, bro! Why'd you fucking kick me in my fucking calf? I said, because you're cheating. So you fucking kick me? Ah! Jesus Christ. And all he did all week, he like, fucking bro, fucking kicked me in my calf. Because I took the fucking ball? Jesus Christ, bro.
Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean... Yeah, I've been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Norm
yeah, you know, that's a good
No, I really, I've been watching you for years, and I've always been really curious. Where do you get your ideas from? I think it's been really a thorough interview. I always wanted to know where he got his ideas from, but I think we've,
Never been asked that before.
Where do you get your ideas from?
I don't know where I get I don't know. Jeez. What, do you have a specific idea you want to know where?
No, just all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why didn't you answer his question?
What was his question?
Ask him again.
Don't ask that again. That was the dumbest goddamn question I've ever heard.
You just want to know where you got it?
Yeah, well, I got to tell you where I got it, at Ralph's. That's where I got it.
Any particular Ralph's?
Yes, no, it's at Beverly Hills Ralph's.
Okay.
I got it in the meat section.
The one on Beverly.
Beverly Drive, okay.
All right, let's grab Jordan before this break. Jordan, 15. Where are you, in Boise?
No, actually in Weezer.
In Weezer, okay. Out in Idaho. What's going on?
Well, I had a question for Norm and a question for you, Dr. Drew.
Yep.
Okay, Norm, how do you come up with your material?
How do I come up with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, yeah.
Sit and thinks about it.
How'd you come up with that question? The same way. You just think of stuff, and then you laugh, and then you do it, and then if you don't laugh, you don't do it.
Do you want to be a comedian?
I kind of already am.
Are you a male or female?
Oh, well,
you're cracking me up.
You should know the answer, for God's sake.
I'm a dude, man.
How do you come up with your stuff?
I don't know, kind of in class. I mean...
How about give us your best original joke, or give us the best joke you know, and let's hear your delivery, but no bad words.
With no bad words. Gotta think about it.
How you doing?
Good, thanks for asking. First, hey, I'm a big fan of both you guys, and I got a question for Donald there.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Where do you get your material, your comic material? Is it through your imagination or real life situations that's happened?
That's an excellent question.
It is. It's a good one. It's almost like what inspired you to ask that question, sir?
Well, I kind of think myself as being a comic as well. If you need some material, I can give you some right now.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's hear a joke here.
Well, it's not necessarily a joke, but have you noticed that it's always illegal to spit on the sidewalk, but as long as you're with your woman, it's okay to pop a loogie in her crotch? I'm thinking the cheap bastards should go buy some lubricant or something.
Yeah. It's like
Am I wrong here?
punk rock of comedy.
Well, that's awesome, man.
That's great.
That's good.
That's
Thanks.
a new way to approach comedy. It's a.
You want to play a little something on the piano real quick?
Well, Tom, right now it's not powered up because I got an outlet.
Oh, okay.
Going.
All right.
I got some pre-recorded material.
Okay. That's all right. Power it up next time.
He could have a whole act like that.
Wow.
He could. I swear to God, he could craft an entire act like that. Why is it okay to throw your gum? Why is it bad if you throw your gum on the street, but it's all right if you rape a lady? It's like the premise is crazy. It's not all right to spit in a lady's vagina?
No. No. That was what he was talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he said
on our program here, on our broadcast.
He said it's so terrible if you spit on the sidewalk, and yet perfectly accepted in our society to spit in your girlfriend's cunt.
Yeah. Shocking.
Who's funnier than Kevin?
I can't think of anyone. Well, Nick Swardson.
Well, I don't know.
I love Kevin. No, Kevin's
Kevin's
the best.
been around forever.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's
you know,
kind
I
of
love
a hero
Kevin.
of Nick. Okay, so here's a. It was mid-May of 2013. America was dancing to the music of Justin Bieber and Beyonce, and they were laughing at the story of a comic by the name of Kevin Nealon.
Get out there, and the next morning I call him to wake him up to go. He's sound asleep. I got to call him like 3 times and knock on his door. And then he gets up and he goes, I can't find my shoes. He's like being a little kid.
Sounds like
And
every
then-
day getting him to this podcast.
And then we go to the driving range, and Jim McClain's his big instructor. We're getting lessons, and Norm is arguing with him about how to hit the ball right.
That's one of my favorite stories that we've taught. We've heard in the last 9 episodes since we started.
No, he's hilarious,
Yeah.
man. I mean, he's right up there with Nick Swardson, like tied for funniest dude. Guy has to make a fucking competition out of it. Anyways.
That's what I loved about the Larry King episode. You got to see him out of his element and something, you know?
Well, he's on Hulu, which is a cool thing.
Oh, Hulu's the best. I watch it every day.
Yeah. Is it better than Nick Swardson?
I mean, I like Nick.
Well, you know who's coming up?
Nick Swardson.
Yeah, you're a lover.
No, I love him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny.
Terry,
Kevin.
Reno 911, Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Gay Robot. That guy was hilarious. Is.
It says here on your license that your eyes are blue, but they're not blue.
What are they?
They're the Caribbean Sea with a full moon shining down under a Smurf's delicate balls.
Is hilarious.
He's going to be here. Really? He's funnier than Kevin Nealon, according to you. No, we just want to
I
start
love Kevin Nealon
But it
as
would be
well.
cool to start a show business feud on the program.
That would be a very peculiar showbiz feud.
Nealon and Nikki?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with Nick Swardson momentarily. Nick Swardson, he's wearing a Gay Robot t-shirt.
Hey, man. Hey, man. That's Gay Robot right there.
That's where I first knew of you, from Sandler's album.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the coolest.
This is the only shirt that'll suck your dick. True story. For the record, Kevin Nealon's way funnier than me. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
love
that.
Nealon.
I love Nealon.
I was at a party with a friend and I noticed you first, and you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. Seductively stood so good.
I'm told by Nick Swardson that he's come up with a new impression for his act, known for his impressions. What is it again?
This is Mr. Furley talking to the 20-year-old girl he just woke up next to. Or no, he's in the middle of sex with her.
I'm coming in your butt.
Oh my God. Well, listen, man. Hey,
your mouth is my toilet.
And The Shawshank Redemption picked up the New York Film Festival's coveted award for the stupidest movie title. In a related story, 3 of Hollywood's most powerful men, David Geffen, Steven Spielberg, and Jeffrey Katzenberg, joined forces last week to form their own movie studio. When asked what sort of films we could expect from them, the trio replied, mostly pornos. That's good news. Well, Tom Cruise got ready for the premiere of his new movie, Interview with the Vampire, by sucking all the blood out of wife Nicole's... And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. Well, this coming Monday is Oscar night, and 3 films, The English Patient, Secrets and Lies, and Shine, are locked in a tight race in the category Best Picture There's Not a Chance in Hell I Will Ever See. No interest at all in seeing them. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. 20th Century Fox has announced that Macaulay Culkin will not be hired to star in Home Alone 3. Studio spokesman said that it was nothing personal, but with Culkin now 16 years of age, the only way to keep him in the film would be to make the character retarded. A deadly outbreak of the Ebola virus is said to be responsible for more than 100 deaths in Africa and a couple of really bad movies here in the United States. Well, the much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review. Basically a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez. Well, the long-running TV series The Love Boat is being made into a big-screen feature by New Line Cinema. The producers have announced that the entire original cast of Gavin MacLeod, Bernie Capel, Fred Grandy, Ted Lange, Lauren Tweez, and Jill Whalen will have to pay $7.50 to see the movie just like everybody else. Asked recently what will set his new Batman film apart from its predecessors, Batman and Robin director Joel Schumacher said, quote, "In this one, all the costumes will have nipples." Note to self, do not watch the next Batman and Robin. HBO has finished casting its new movie about the talk show wars entitled The Late Shift. Tapped to play Jay Leno is Daniel Roebuck. The part of David Letterman will be played by Michael Higgins. And the part of Arsenio Hall will be played by Arsenio Hall. Woody Allen is to be the subject of a documentary film which will follow his jazz band on its 1996 tour. According to its producers, the documentary will focus strictly on the parts of Allen's life that no one could give a rat's ass about. Well, filming has finally begun in the long-awaited life story of Evita Peron, starring pop singer Madonna. According to its producers, the film is 100% historically accurate, except for the part where Mrs. Peron has group sex with the Houston Rockets. In the new movie, Mrs. Winterbourne, talk show host Ricky Lake plays the part of a young mother-to-be. According to film's producers, Miss Lake was so serious about achieving a realistic pregnant look, she forced herself to lose 30 pounds. Well, for the second week in a row, Richard Gere's new film, Primal Fear, was #1 at the box office, leading many Hollywood insiders to wonder, hey, you think that gerbil story is true? Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. At the box office last week's #1 movie, The First Wives Club, was knocked out of the top spot by a new film, The Hotter, Younger Second Wives Club. telling me, this is interesting, she was telling me that, you know that movie, The Elephant Man?
Yeah?
We were just talking about it backstage, and I always thought it was a stupid movie, and she said it's a really good movie, and I said the stupidest thing in it is because, you know that part where the guy says, I am a human, I am not an elephant, I am a human being. The guy doesn't even hardly look like an elephant. So why would
You would be the worst movie critic in the world.
So, but one big news story, Twister is the big, what do you call it? Movie, yeah. Twister's the big movie, and I got some news. Apparently now, they're thinking about Oscars for the movie.
Yeah.
They're thinking of Best Actor for The Wind. Before the show, you said that stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
I did.
Hey, man, I met the guy from... I met the guy from Lost, played John Locke. You ever hear that fella?
Of course. Yeah, Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah.
I love Lost. You ever watch Lost?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still watching it.
I
Yeah.
watch it. I watch it on the
Link?
No, yeah.
You got that working?
On the computer, where you can watch like you can watch them right after each other. So you don't have, there's no cliffhanger, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause you
I
don't
know
have to,
about that.
You probably watch it 6.
Do you think I'm 80?
No, you probably watched the show though.
I did. I watched it during.
So that must have been incredibly frustrating.
No, it wasn't. Why would you say that?
Well, because I couldn't wait 30 seconds to get into it on my DVD.
Sometimes it's better to space things out, though, and discuss it with your friends, have a little talk about what happened, and then you have to wait a week, and it's delayed gratification.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's what's fun about a book club. But here's the thing.
Where are you in the run of Lost?
I'm finished. I'm finished. But I realized something around season 3 that these guys that wrote the Lost, they didn't know they were going for 6 seasons. So they did not have this planned out.
You don't think they did?
No, they did not write a 400-hour TV show that then cut it up. They didn't know when they were going to get canceled. So then they're just making up stuff and everything, and then crazy things happen.
They didn't get canceled though. They planned to end they ended the show early.
That was their ending?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse. If that was their ending.
That was their ending.
I do not like, I don't like ambiguous endings. I want to know. I don't want to try to figure it out.
What about the Sopranos ending? Did you like that? You didn't care for that?
I want to know. I don't want to be left. Like, I remember this movie, Lost in Translation. Bill Murray couldn't love the guy more. But you ever remember that movie?
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, you see it, it's all good and everything. He runs through the crowd, whispers into Scarlett Johansson's ears. They don't have him mic'd.
That's unforgivable.
You're like, what? And then they're like, yeah, you figure it out. I'm like, me? I'm supposed to figure it out? I'm watching. This is what I like to do. I like figuring out movies in the same way. That would be like me going, hey, man, I'm going to buy a car. I think I'll go down to Detroit, see if they need any help welding. Right?
I can't believe you're not American. It makes no sense.
There's something about Norm MacDonald that every time he opens his mouth, I laugh. I don't know. It's just the style. It's the type of thing you can ask him anything. I mean, you remember from Saturday Night Live, and he anchored Weekend Update, and then did some OJ thing and got taken off by, what's the guy's name who took you off? I don't know. You don't remember either, yeah. Anyway, aside from having the same birthday as me, you got problems. You're wearing eyeglasses, and the reason
wearing
is
eyeglasses
why?
because I swam for 2 days and got chlorine in my eye, and then I don't know, man. I thought I had allergies at first, but now I go, no, this feels like chlorine, like it burned my eye or something. I don't know if that can actually happen.
Yeah,
I'll have to check the computer. I Google, computer MD, and then he tells me.
Is that the way it works?
That's what I do now, because I'm a bit of a hypochondriac. So
that makes life easy.
I'll go, and I'm reaching the age where, when you're young, you go, hey, man, my left arm hurts. Let's go, I'll have some soup. But then when you're older, you go, oh, my left arm. So it's probably nothing, but I could be having a massive heart attack.
Well, if you did, that'd be great publicity for the show.
Oh, I don't have one now.
Oh, I mean, if you're going to do it here. Well, look, everybody'd be talking about you. I get the publicity. It would work.
Yeah, it would in a cynical world. It would work.
If you had to do a show right this minute, can you just turn on a dime and do it?
A comedy show on what?
Well, you're here at No, forget me. You're at Cobb's right now.
I can do it. Yeah,
you can do it. You just turn yourself on and off.
Yes, sir.
Can we turn up the volume a little?
Am I not talking loud enough?
There you go. No, there you go. So, what happened to your sports gig? That wasn't a bad show, and
that's fun, man. Because I knew about sports, and so it was fun to do something like. Because when I did Weekend Update and we did politics, I don't know anything about politics.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Why? Because you're Canadian?
Because it doesn't interest me. It's gossip. It's like reality show to me. Like if I watch, sometimes I'll turn it on, and I feel like a moron. Like a guy's going like there's a politician that I'm supposed to back or something, and he's like, I'm like, I'm going to watch him, and then he goes, we got to get America working again, and I go, okay, I'm a moron. Okay.
So you don't vote?
This is my guy.
Well, you're an American citizen, right?
No.
No, you're still Canada? Who's the Prime Minister of Canada? I don't know. Don't look at me.
It's so inconsequential. Even when you're Canadian, you rarely remember because it doesn't really, it's much more, if you're a Canadian, it's much more important to know the President of the United States than the Prime Minister of Canada.
And to know everybody on a hockey team.
Yeah.
Stephen Harper. I just got
That's his name.
Stephen Harper.
Conservative from the West Coast.
The West Coast being what, Vancouver or something like that?
Maybe Alberta. I think it's Alberta.
Did you sleep last night?
I haven't slept like about 3 days. I've been very tired. Why, did I sound tired or something?
Yeah, it could have fooled me. Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe I was getting a cold. I'm not sure. I had a sore throat.
That's that. Did I shake your hand?
I was warning everyone not to.
Yeah, I'm paranoid. I don't.
No, I am too. I'm like always that. So I thought it was just allergies with the chlorine. I don't know. I may be having like a cold or some gross thing.
You think?
I don't know. I haven't been sleeping very well. I've been sleeping, but
it's a shame we don't have a sleep train to add this hour. I could have helped you with that.
Yeah, sleep what?
Yeah, sleep train. It's a sponsor of ours.
Oh, sleep train.
A sleep train. Yeah, and they have all these different mattresses.
Oh, mattresses. I got a mattress.
You got a mattress?
Yeah, I got the hardest mattress there was in the store.
What was that?
I don't know what it's called. It was a mattress store I went to, and the guy said, "What do you like? This." He goes, "Would you like try a harder one?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What about the hardest one of all?" I go, "Yeah." So that one was really cool. I go, "I'll get this."
And it's worked out?
Man.
Doesn't seem to have.
It's like sleeping on the floor.
Is it really? Why don't you just sleep on the floor? It's cheaper.
Well, I would, but people tell me, I don't know, people tell me I shouldn't, and I think if I roll around in a fetal position, it'd be a lot of pressure on my skeleton against the hard floor. It might be too hard.
Well, you could get a pillow for that. That's a lot cheaper. Go back to the sports show. Why'd they cancel it?
I don't know. I think
they said low numbers, but I read that you were getting like a million a night. That wasn't bad.
It was good. Yeah, we had good numbers. I don't know why they didn't. I think they thought, well, I mean, there is a right thinking when something has sports in its title, no woman will watch. Therefore, you cut the audience in half instantly, which is a bad mistake.
That's not really true. A lot of women who love sports.
But no, there's not. No, not that'll watch it.
Oh, yeah.
No, well, that's not what the numbers showed.
Really?
No. The vast majority of women didn't. Even when, like in testing, they'd show the show, and then women and men would like it equally, you know what I mean? But they were forced in testing to watch it. But in the thing, when it says sports on it, the lady wants to turn it to a different channel. We're much more old-fashioned than you think.
Be honest with me on something. Would you be honest with me on something?
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't care. It's California. I'm not just really. You ripped it all?
Ripped?
Mm-hmm.
You mean steroids?
No.
Oh, no. Drip? No. God, no.
Then you're just tired. I mean, you just come off like you're just enjoying life too much. Just kind of.
Oh, no.
Kind of rolling with
God.
it.
I'm not enjoying life. I'm either sick, I'm taking NyQuil.
NyQuil's like taking drugs.
Well, it is kind of.
Yeah, they got alcohol in there.
Yeah, I know, and I don't handle alcohol at all. But, yeah, it makes you sort of like, it takes away your stuffed up nose.
You know what helps
at the expense of being like sort of lightheaded.
Ice cold studio helps.
It is ice cold in the
See?
studio.
Trying to help.
I said I should have because I just came from L.A. where it was deadly
It's
hot.
like 100 degrees there.
Yeah, it was insane. So,
Well, this is our heat wave. It's going to be like 86. Lloyd said 86 today in the
that's
city.
gonna be cold. That is going to be very cold.
That's cold.
Yeah.
No, 86 is.
I'm down by the water, so it should be cold there.
I can imagine doing this.
Also, I think my voice is real low, like because I'm so nasal for my thing. That's what I think. That's why you think I'm ripped because I realize I'm so nasal. I'm kind of slurring, and I gotta get more energy. But the energy will be very false because I'm so breathless.
Would you rather be doing the show, or would you rather be me having to do the interview? 808-0810 if you want to have fun with Norm.
That's the eternal question.
Ain't it ever? 808-0810, Ron Owens, KGO.
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
And I remember as a little kid, I was like 8 years old, and I was behind my garage. I was sneaking a cigarette back there, and my dad caught me. I'll never forget it. And he grabbed me, and he hauled me in, and I thought I was in for the strapping of my life, you know? What he did is he pulled out this giant cigar. Must have been half the size of my arm, this big cigar. Stuck it in my mouth, lit it up, made me smoke it all the way through, right to the end. That's when I started smoking cigars real heavy.
That, of course, is Norm MacDonald. Now, how would you did you hear yourself just now?
Yeah.
You think you sound the same?
No, I don't sound anything like that. That was when I was like young, and I was like, when I did my act, I was like in dead fear. So like my voice would like go octaves up. You know what I mean?
In fear of what? People not liking it?
I don't know. No, I didn't really care if people liked it. I think when I have this thing where if I'm afraid if I go on stage, I'll have a big heart attack and croak, and then I always think that.
You do?
Yeah.
Again, it'd be good publicity for the club. I mean, you're going to be where? You're going to be over at Cobb's this week.
Cobb's,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, we good. Help them out a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, I have nothing against being a martyr.
All right.
For comedy, for free speech.
I'm gonna need help on this. 808-0810, folks. You help interview him. Okay, let's have fun. Rachel, San Jose, start it off. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Ron. I just wanted to tell you, Norm, that I've loved you for so long, and I really love the roast you did for Bob Saget. That was just some of the funniest comedy I think I've ever seen.
Oh, you're sweet.
Saget's a friend. I like him.
Saget's a good guy.
Where was the roast on, Rachel? I never saw it.
I think it was Comedy Central. And
really?
It was so great. If you could play a clip of it, I don't know if you can, but like.
I can't, but Chris Hernandez can.
He was roasting the roast. It was just so funny.
Ah, all right. Do you remember any of it, Norm?
Yeah.
Yep. What do you remember?
I did a roast of Bob Saget, and why? You have a clip of it?
No, we will get one.
Oh, he said there was a clip.
I think we're gonna go. Where are you going with this?
No, I was just wondering if there's a clip.
All right, no.
No, I instead of just me explaining it, but it was supposed to be, these roasts. You're supposed to like insult people and be real dirty and stuff
Right.
like that. So instead of doing that, I got a book that my dad gave me when I was a little boy. It was called like 101 Insults to Tell People at a Retirement Party. So I got all my jokes out of that book.
You did, huh?
Yeah, and then and none of them were dirty at all. They were like.
I'm going to give it one more shot. How'd you get the Saturday Night Live gig? If you were you were the guy that was afraid and your voice would rise, how'd you get the gig?
I don't know. I just went to Lauren. They like my stand-up, and then they said, come in and do 2 characters and 2 impressions. And I said, I don't got nothing.
And that was it?
Yeah, that was it. I said, I'll go on as a writer because I said, I'm not going to the audition because I don't know how to do characters or impressions.
Here's what we're going to do. You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it to your face, I love you. You make me laugh like crazy. I will plug where you're going. You're going to be at Cobb's tonight, 8 and 10:15, Saturday, 8 and 10:15, Sunday, 8 o'clock. Don't be upset with me. We're done, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks,
yeah,
Noah. I love you.
Cool.
I like you. Next time. We'll catch you next time.
Okay, baby. That was
500
fun.
new business cards. That's 500 first impressions.
At Staples, we know you're.
Because millions of people don't have any food in the world, so let's eat.
So much to share, so much to eat.
Which is a big problem not only in Africa but in the world. It would be nice.
But there are those who are less fortunate. Perhaps you could
Yes.
comment on those people for us.
Well, Jan Murray is, I think.
Jan Murray.
He's worse off.
There's a direction there.
How's that?
Well, I mean, nobody really wants to be Jan Murray.
Television and film that
You'd always rather be yourself.
musicians have now.
That with the worldwide, and we have some recognition to some of the stations filming feed for us. Melbourne, Australia, BENF.
I mean, you're not taping this, are you, Randy?
Thank you.
And then Roberta Duran says to the other guy, "No, you blow it up this time."
Oh.
Jerry Lewis, the actor. Or Jerry Lewis, the telephone guy. Any of those caps that I wear, it's always a love. Either that or the hang! That feeling that what it is that a creative person does, whether that be as an artist or as a creative
source.
You could say source, that's your word.
Genius.
Genius would be more my word.
My next guest is Mr. Bill Cosby, the man who's done more commercials than Bruce Jenner.
Dino, man, it's me. Bill couldn't be with us.
I guess that's perfect.
And you only have one tape with one song in it.
Yeah.
You ever played the lotteries? Yeah. Man, I never played them. But you ever get a lottery ticket, somebody give it to you as a gift, like for Christmas or something? I always thought that was the weirdest gift to give somebody, a lottery ticket, you know? So here you go. Nothing. That's nothing at all there. From me to you, a worthless hunk of cardboard. 'Cause that's all it is, unless it pays off, you know? And that'd be worse. Imagine giving a guy a lottery ticket for Christmas that wins. You call a guy from like a week later, go, "Yeah, what's that, Bill? Yeah, I remember that ticket I give you. 14 million bucks, huh? Ah! Well, Merry Christmas to you then. What'd you get me again? Oh, you had a cup. Oh, that was some cup too, wasn't it? Guess no chance of that cup skyrocketing in value in the next little while, is there? You dirty dog! Oh, thanks. How you guys doing, all right? The weirdest show I ever see, the dating game? That's a weird show. The prize on the dating game, another contestant. Talk about cheap, you know, they chuck you somebody else. And they always do the same thing on the dating game. They get a beautiful girl, match her up with 3 big geeks, you know? Last week they had a guy, I was like a crazy guy, loony bin, psycho, wingnut, crazy guy. You can tell by the way they introduce him, you know, they go, "Bachelor number 2 is a shadowy, lurking character. From no fixed address, please welcome." Guy comes shambling into the studio, well-thumbed copy of Catcher in the Rye sticking out of his back pocket area. And then they made the girls ask those questions. They always be laced with sexual innuendo, you know. Girl got to go, "Bachelor number 2, if I were a popsicle..." "What would you do to me then? What?" "That's what it says in the card here, something about a popsicle." And then the guy goes, "Well, if you were a popsicle, huh? Well, first of all, I guess I'd take your wrapper off. If you know what I mean. Then I'd grab a hold of your sticks. If you know what I mean. Then I'd press you against the counter till you're broken too. Put half you in the freezer till later. you know what I mean. You understand what I'm getting at there? Crazy guy that turned out to be.
I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything.
Mr. Norm MacDonald.
What are you yelling my name for?
Norman!
Shut the fuck up. Then we gotta do some thing here. Okay. I went to buy a dog. This guy tried to sell me the most killing dog in the world, a big pit bull. $600 pit bull, you know? And I don't want to buy that, you know? $600. Holy cow. You know, guy says, this dog will protect your valuables. You know, I don't even have any that valuable, you know? I mean, I buy the pit bull. That would be the most valuable thing I own right there. I want a dog do things for me, you know? Fetch my slippers and things like that. You know, Pitbull won't do that. I say, hey, Pitbull, fetch my slippers. You know, Pitbull go, I could kill you, pal. I'm a pit bull. Don't you read the papers or anything? I don't fetch slippers. I fetch people. That's all You ever lie for no reason at all? Just all of a sudden a big lie spills out of your evil head there? You know? And you don't even know. Like a guy come up to you go, hey, you ever see that movie with Meryl Streep and a horse? And you go, yes. I've been traveling around a lot, watching a lot of the TV, you know, and you've seen these new sports on the TV where they'll try to combine two sports together and make up a new sport. You know, like a guy will run a 100-yard dash and then fish. I bit my tongue today. That was about all. You ever do that? Man, that hurts, huh? Still hurts. And very embarrassing biting your tongue, you know. You just be walking down the street, minding your own business, you know. Doodly-doo, doodly-doo, doodly-ho! You ever meet those old guys, doesn't matter what the hell they do to themselves? You know, they still grow old. Be the oldest bastard you ever met in your life, you know? I go, every day I smoke 4 packs of cigarettes. I drink a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I hit myself in the head with a shovel every day. So it's Mr. World contest on the TV. You ever see this? Big bodybuilding contest, the Mr. World. So this guy wins it. He's the best in the world. He's Mr. World. So then they say at the end, they say, hey, don't miss next month, the Mr. Universe contest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm putting my money on Mr. World on this one, you know. I have to buy something to protect it, you know, then I'd be out, be shopping for Wolverines the next day, you know. I'd be going, what do you got in a timber wolf? Show me something in a timber wolf. What do you got? You got anything in a timber wolf there? What do you got? Okay, well, hey, that's it for me, huh? Hey, you guys have been great. Hey, enjoy this. Good night.
Norm MacDonald, everyone.
Because millions of people don't have any food in the world, so let's eat.
So much to share,
starvation.
so much to eat.
Is a big problem not only in Africa but in the world. And, it would be nice.
But there are those who are less fortunate. Perhaps you could
Yes.
comment on those people for us.
Well, Jan Murray is, I think.
Jan Murray.
He's worse off.
There's a direction there.
How's that?
Well, I mean, nobody really wants to be Jan Murray.
Television and film that
You'd always rather be yourself.
musicians have now.
Back with you worldwide, and we are some recognition to some of the stations, including Feed Press, Melbourne, Australia, BETRAYAL.
I mean, you're not taping this, are you, Randy?
Thank you.
And then Roberta Duran says to the other guy, no, you blow it up this time.
Oh.
Jerry Lewis, the actor. Jerry Lewis, the telephone guy. any of those caps that I wear, it's always a love. Either that or the hang! That feeling that what it is that a creative person does, whether that be as an artist or as a creative
source.
You could say source, that's your word.
Genius.
Genius would be more my word.
My next guest is Mr. Bill Cosby, the man who's done more commercials than Bruce Jenner.
Dino, man, it's me. Bill couldn't be with us.
I guess that's perfect.
And you only have one tape with one song in it.
Yeah.
Uh,